Okay.
So, we'll go ahead and just start with some centering. Go ahead when you come in and just fill in between one of these guys. We'll have you all in one line today. So, let's just start by closing our eyes. You can take your hands into prayer position at your chest, or you can leave them on your knees. And just start with some nice slow breathing, deep breath, inhale. And exhale, and kind of let it come naturally. And then let's do a quick body scan, starting with our legs. I just want you to send your awareness to your feet and your calves, and your knees and your thighs. And just become aware of what you feel there. Maybe you feel tightness, maybe it feels loose. Maybe your knees are a little cranky today. Just become aware and breathe into it. And then send your awareness up the body towards your hips. Maybe feel if they're grounded, or right now it doesn't feel like it's easy for you to release into the block. And send your awareness to your stomach and your back. Often we hold a lot of tension in our stomach. And don't do anything, just see how it feels. Notice if there's tightness or not. And then breathe into those areas. And then from there, make your way up towards the chest and the shoulders and the upper back. Again, the shoulders are an area where we tend to hold a lot of tension. The shoulders and the neck. And no judgment, just kind of see if you notice anything. You might not be tight at all. And then send your awareness to your hands and your fingertips and your fingers, your palms, your wrists, your forearms and your elbows, and your biceps. And to see if you notice anything. Or maybe even just notice your fingers and hands touching. Maybe you don't think about these areas a lot. Just kind of cultivate some intelligence in that area. And then last, send your awareness to your neck and your head, your ears, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat. The throat is also a place where we can tend to carry a lot of stress, the throat and the neck. Just kind of check in with yourself. Breathe into it. Exhale and release. And then last, see if you can just kind of cultivate an awareness of your entire body. And then once you've done that, just let it go. See if you can now just pay attention to that dark space behind your eyes. If some thoughts creep up, you can let them and then let them go again. And then if you would like, with your mouth closed, just to yourself, you can own 3 times, or you can just stay here and breathe, whatever is going to help you feel a little bit more centered. So you can quietly own to yourself, or you can breathe 3 times, and on that 3rd time, place your hands on your knees, but keep your eyes closed. Slowly start to open your eyes, keeping them on the floor to begin with. And then as you're ready, slowly raise them up. Come back into consciousness. Good. Okay, so in this class I tend to teach a lot of different styles. Last week we did Bikram, we've done Iyengar, and a little bit of flow. Today we're going to focus on Anusara, which is what I have been working towards with my certification. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. So in Anusara, we begin with a Dharma talk, is what some people call it. So it's about a theme that is related to the practice that we're going to do today, or sometimes even to life or yoga off the mat, as is what they would say. And there's often like an anecdote that they use to introduce the theme. And in Anusara, there are 5 universal principles of alignment. There is setting the foundation, or they say open to grace, muscular energy, expanding spiral, contracting spiral, and organic extension. So if you don't know that much about Anusara, this probably don't have anything to you at all. So we're just going to focus on setting the foundation. And I'll relate my little anecdote. So I have been in the midst of reading this book that talks about mindfulness. And in the book, they say that sometimes people get stuck in these patterns. And in yoga, we actually call a pattern or a guru samskara. And sometimes those patterns are good, and sometimes maybe they're not helpful, and you can find it very difficult to get out of because it's a pattern that becomes really deeply ingrained, not just mentally but often physically. So it can be really tricky to get out of it. And in this book, they were saying that when these patterns happen, and maybe it's something that makes us feel bad, they say what we do is we ruminate. And ruminating is that thinking part of the brain that says, this is bad, so what are the things that I can do to get out of this? How can I fix this? It's like our critical thinking part of our brain, which is a very helpful part of the brain in a lot of ways, especially like in work, if you have a problem that you need to, get solved, then the ruminating is good. Sometimes, though, ruminating cannot be very helpful at all. It can be a pattern where you're just continually thinking about something that makes you feel bad, and it can make you feel worse. And so what they say is an antidote to ruminating. So instead of like suppressing emotions or trying to fix them, is to just become aware of them and accept them, which can be really hard, especially if you have that pattern. If you're someone who's constantly like, I can fix this, I want to do something, how can I fix this? So they say, in order to break that cycle, see if you can focus on awareness and just let it be, accept that it's happening, and maybe it will pass and maybe it will get better. So I thought that the idea of awareness really translates well into yoga. So yoga is really about developing an awareness in your body and knowing, just where you are in a pose. And sometimes there are actions we can do to make a pose better, but sometimes constantly thinking about how you can make a pose better can tend to make you contract, kind of get stressed out and, how do I fix this? I don't look like them. I want to look like that. That's not the best pose. And really, your pose is your pose. It's wherever you are at the time. And it's just about developing that awareness so okay, maybe my hips are tight. I can accept that. And maybe through that awareness and through that acceptance, you might end up getting a little bit more space actually than through that ruminating and that constant, how can I fix this? How can I change that? So today in class, we're going to focus on, through all of our poses, just being aware of where your body is, not being super eager to change it, but just kind of knowing this is where I am, accepting that's where I am, and just breathing into it. So we're going to work towards twists, which, especially for me, twists can be very contracting because we're all turned in on ourselves, and that's a point where my body wants to move around and fix it so that I get more space. So we're just going to try as we work towards twists to just kind of be aware this is where my body is. We're going to breathe into it, and maybe you'll get more space, and maybe you won't, but you'll have a better awareness of where you are. Cool? Okay, I have my cheat sheet. Okay, so we're going to start in this position. I know we're getting a little bit sore. If you want to adjust a little bit, you can, but we're going to stay on the blocks in that kneeling position. If they're super sore and you just can't, it's hurting your knees, you can always take it into cross leg, half lotus, whatever is going to make you feel better. You won't be here super long. And we're just going to take our fingers and interlace them, and we're going to press our palms forward. Good. And you're going to squeeze your forearms together. Squeeze your biceps together and press forward through your palms. Deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, stretch the palms up towards the ceiling. Good. And then just look forward and breathe. See if you can let go of your glutes and your hips. Try not to tense up through the lower portion of your body. Squeeze elbows together, squeeze your biceps. Press up strongly through your palms and pull back down through your thumbs and your fingers. Good. Now look towards your legs and see if you can fill in your back a little bit more so we don't have that quite as big of an arch. Breathing into the lower back. Good, and then look up towards your hands and see if you can keep your low back full. So when we look up towards our hands, our chest tends to jut out and our low back tends to arch. See if you can just keep it nice and full, your back nice and straight. And then look forward. Inhale and bring your palms forward just a little bit, and as you exhale, reach them back towards the wall behind you. Like you're trying to reach your palms all the way back towards the wall. And see if you can keep your head straight up and down. As our arms come behind us, we want to reach our head forward. See if you can just keep a nice straight line through your body. Exhale as you come back, inhale forward. Good, one more. Good, and take the hands down. And we're just gonna switch interlacing with the hands. So opposite finger comes on top, you can remember. Same thing, stretch the palms forward. Good, and then stretch them up to the ceiling. And remember to breathe, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the arms together, there you go. Press the palms up, but pull the fingers down. Good, look down towards your legs and fill up through the low back. Deep breathing, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, look up towards your hands. See if you can keep that low back full. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, look forward. And let's start with that movement again. Inhale, arms come forward. Exhale, reach them back. So we're just trying to get some opening through our shoulders. Good, squeezing the arms together, reaching the palms up and back. Keep breathing, inhale and exhale. Give me two more, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, and take those hands down towards your lap. Great, remove your block and set it to the side. And then however you want to, come up to the front of your mat into Tadasana. We're just going to get a little bit of movement to get us going. Good. Start with your feet parallel, hip width apart, and feet forward. Good. Move your feet forward just a little bit. Yes, there you go. Great. Okay, and then remember, just relax into your position, relax into Tadasana. Good, and let's do a little bit of breathing with the arms. So inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, just let those arms come back down to the side. Good, again, inhale up. And exhale back down to the side. Good, two more, deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hands come back down to the sides. Good, we're going to bend our knees. And then just reach our chest down towards the floor, laying our stomach and our chest on our legs, and letting the hands come to the floor and touch. Good, so just holding here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let that torso lengthen and fold deeper onto the legs. Knees stay bent. Again, inhale. Exhale, relax your spine, let your head drop to the floor. Good, there we go. Let the shoulders loosen. One more, inhale. And as you exhale from here, step your left leg back behind you into a low lunge. Good, so knee is forward. And everybody look at your forward knee and make sure your knee is right in line with your ankle. Good. Keep your hands on the floor. And then keep extending through that spine. So inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, stretch back through that back heel and straighten that back leg. Good. Two more. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press through the heel, straighten that leg. Lift the back of that leg up towards the ceiling. Good. One more. Deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the back leg forward to meet the front. Knees stay bent. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Good. a little bit warmed up, you can try to slowly start to straighten the legs. If your hands come off the floor, bend the knees again or grab your block. We want to have you supported. Good. 2 more. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. As you exhale this time, take that right leg back into that low lunge. Good. Check your front knee and make sure your knee is right in line with your ankle, so it's not forward. Good. Deep breath. Inhale, extend through the spine. Exhale, straighten the back leg. Press through that back heel. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale, press into that back heel. Good. Press your foot into my heel. Oh, there you go. There you go. Again, inhale. And exhale, straighten that back leg. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale, step that back leg forward, come into that forward fold position. Deep bend through the knees again. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly round up with the spine, keeping the knees bent so you're supporting your back and just rounding up through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way into a standing position. Good. As slow as you want. Okay, 1 more to get us moving. Inhale, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Your knees can be bent if your hamstrings are tight, or you can start to straighten them as long as your hands are on the floor. Inhale and see if you can reach your chest forward, look forward towards the mirror, and extend the spine. Good, the spine is straight. Exhale, lower back down towards the floor, round the back. Good. 1 more. Inhale, straighten the spine, reach through the chest. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, step that left leg back behind you into that low lunge. Good. Everybody check your front knee. Make sure that your knee is right in line with your ankle. Good. Move this one back just a little bit so it's in line with the ankle. There you go. Okay, from here, so your right leg is forward. Your left hand is going to reach out to the side, and your right arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling, and you're going to give yourself a twist. Good. Stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, reach up higher towards the ceiling. Extend through the fingertips. Good. Press through that back leg. Straighten the leg. Good. Inhale. Exhale, extend. 1 more inhale. Exhale, arm comes back down towards the floor and step the back leg up to meet the front. Good. Deep breath. Inhale. We're just going to switch legs. As you exhale, send that other leg back behind you into that low lunge. Awesome. Deep breath. Inhale. Good. Exhale, straighten that back leg. Press through the heel. Reach the back of the knee up towards the ceiling. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, reach your right arm out and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling, twisting up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, extend towards the ceiling, lengthen through the torso. Good. Again. Inhale. You can step your leg back even further. Good. Good. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, arm comes down, come back into your forward fold, bend leg or straight into Uttanasana. Good. 1 more time, deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach the chest forward and lift the arms up towards the ceiling, all the way back up into Tadasana. Good. And exhale, hands come down to the side. Awesome. Okay, we're going to turn to face these mirrors, and we're going to step our legs wide into a wide leg stance. Good. Step it really wide. It could almost be the length of your mat. Great. Okay, so first just kind of set that foundation, relax into the pose, and then before we bend forward, I want you to contract the muscles starting from the feet all the way up the leg. So you might even feel your quad lifting up off of your knee. You're contracting your calf muscles, so your muscles are strong. They're pulling all the way up into the pelvis, right here. And then from that pelvis, see if you can extend through the bones of your legs. So you should feel nice and stable. Good. Take your arms behind you and clasp them. Good. And have the palms touching. And bend the elbows slightly. The bent elbow should help you pull your shoulder blades back together a little bit more. Inhale and reach your chest up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the torso. As you exhale, keep reaching through the torso, but now bring it towards the floor. Keep those legs strong. Good. Extend the arms behind you. Good. And just breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen the spine and see if you can start to pull your arms over you towards the floor, getting a nice deep stretch through the shoulders. Keep the palms together, palms touching. Bend the elbows if you need to. Good. Keep those palms together. A few more deep breaths. There you go. Good. Inhale. Exhale, extend down through the spine. Reach the arms up over the top of your head. One more deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, lift through the arms, lift through the chest, and come all the way back up into a standing position. Good. Okay, we're going to stay with our legs wide. But I want you to turn your right foot so it's facing this mirror. Great. And then you're going to pivot your back foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. And if you lose your balance a little bit, that's fine. You can always adjust. Good. Okay, and then we've got the mirror here, so it's great. You can check and see if this back hip is behind you. See if you can kind of pull it forward. So we're square towards the mirror. Good. So what happens is the legs want to turn this way, right? So we're going to turn it forward. Okay. And now, again, set your foundation. See if you can just kind of accept where you are in the pose. Breathe into it. And then, from your feet, squeeze the muscles up your legs. Draw them all the way up into the pelvis. Keep that strength and straighten back down through the bones. So we're nice and strong in our foundation. Your hands can stay on your hips, or you can touch the floor. Deep breath. Inhale up with your chest. And as you exhale, extend it forward over that right leg. Good. So you're touching the floor. And hold it here. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Send that left hip forward. Pull that right hip back. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Pull that right hip back strongly. Good. Again, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten that right leg. Straighten that front leg, squeeze the muscles. Good, one more deep breath. And as you exhale, sending the chest forward, come all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. And then hands come back now toward the side. Good, we're getting some open hamstrings here. Yeah, all right guys. All you're gonna do is turn the opposite direction, so now you're gonna be facing the window. So that left foot is gonna be facing straight towards the window. The back foot is going to be at a 45-degree angle. You don't have the mirror now. So see if you can take your hand to your right hip, press it forward, and pull your left hip back. And then again, strongly ground through that back leg especially because it wants to kind of come up. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, squeeze the muscles of your legs. You can even touch your quads and see if they're strong, right? So we want them pulling up off of the knee, all the way into the pelvis, and then from the pelvis, extend back down through the legs, almost like you were gonna tear your mat in half. So you're really pressing strongly through the legs. Inhale, reach up through the chest. You can extend the arms up if you like. And as you exhale, extend forward over that front leg. You can touch the floor. If you need blocks, you can grab blocks. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Again, send that left hip back and reach the right hip forward. Keep reaching the chest forward. Legs are strong. Very good, guys. Deep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift up through the chest. Come all the way up into a standing position. You can raise your arms up overhead. Good. Hands come back down to the sides. Awesome. Face the mirror. Hop your feet together. And face forward. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, except we're going to have some options now because we're going to keep opening up through the chest. So, when we go over that front leg, you can either grab your elbows, and everybody go ahead and see what works for them now. So we're opening up through the chest, grabbing our elbows, or you can take it into reverse namaste. So behind your back, you would come into prayer position with the hands pressed together, and you're opening through the shoulders. And you really want to press through the bottom part of the palms. So you guys choose whichever feels good for you. It might be too much to take it into that reverse namaste, then just grab your elbows. All right? So let's step our right foot forward, left leg back, come into whichever position works for you. You're either grabbing your elbows or you're in reverse namaste. Good. Opening through the chest. Use the mirror to see if your hips are squared forward. If not, use that action. Good. Before we go anywhere, set the foundation. Squeeze the muscles of your legs, pulling them up into the pelvis. From the pelvis, extend down. So the legs are strong. They're going to protect the hamstrings. Inhale, extend up through the chest. Good. Exhale, keep that length through the spine and come forward over that right leg. Good. So we're going to have to really rely on our legs now to hold us up because our arms are behind us. Keep extending open through the chest. So pull the shoulders back behind you. Good. Inhale. Exhale, press that left hip forward. Inhale. Exhale, extend through the spine, pull the shoulder blades back. Give me one more deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, press down through your back heel and strongly lift up through your chest all the way into a standing position. See if you can keep your hands in that position and just rotate your body in the other direction into the pose on the other side. Good. Before you move, square your hips forward. Good. Press that right hip forward. There you go. Left hip presses back. Squeeze the muscles of your legs. And then extend back through them so you're really strong through your foundation. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Good. Exhale, extend forward over that left leg. Good. Keep lifting through the chest. Keep lifting through the shoulders. Good. Inhale. And exhale, extend through the spine. Good. Inhale. Exhale, open those shoulders. 2 more deep breaths. Legs are strong. Keep squeezing the muscles of the legs. Inhale. And exhale. Give me one more deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, press down through your right heel and lift up through the chest all the way up into a standing position. And then rotate towards the mirror. Let your arms come to your sides. Hop your feet together. And face forward. Nice. Okay. So we should have pretty good open hamstrings and we're opening through the shoulders. Let's come into our first downward dog of the class. So deep breath, inhale and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, extend forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. All right, place our hands in front of us and just walk our feet back behind us into downward dog. Lift up through the hips. So the first action in this pose is to lift up through the hips and press back into the legs. Very good. Almost like you're going to stand on your legs. Good. Keep pressing down through the heels and pressing back through the thighs. Just 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, come into a plank position. So you're going to send your chest forward over your hands. Good. Look forward with your face, and that's going to help bring your chest forward. And then press back strongly through your heels. So we should be 1 straight line. Squeeze the stomach in and hold it here. So we're doing some core strength. Let's do 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up through the back of the thighs. Good. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Fill in that low back. So see if you can draw the stomach in slightly. There you go. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Press back through those heels strongly. Good. Lift the back of the legs up. There you go. Legs are strong. I know it's hard. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees and let your chest come all the way to the floor so that our stomachs are on the floor. Oh, let's go back into cobra or to child's pose. You guys look like you're enjoying that. And let your glutes release all the way down onto your heels. Really relax those hips down. Good. Okay. From here, come forward onto our stomachs. And we're going to do cobra pose to start with. Good. So take your hands so they're right by your chest. A lot of times people have them forward a little bit too far, so move them back even a little bit. And lift your shoulders up so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders are in line with your elbows. Good. You guys look great. And lift through the shoulders. Good. Hold it here. Don't move yet. Now, press down through your feet. Press down through the pinky toes. The tops of the feet are touching. Good. There you go. So, tops of the feet. Point the toes. There you go. Point the toes and press the feet into the floor. There we go. Good. Keep lifting up through the chest. Now, keeping your legs strong. You're still pressing down through the legs. Pressing down through the pelvis. Squeezing the stomach in. Pull your arms back and pull your chest forward. Good. So don't press up. Pull up. So we're here. See if you can, like you're pulling yourself forward. Pull that action forward. And lift up through the chest, press down through the feet. So all of the action is coming from our stomach and our backs, right? Keep pressing down through the feet. Hold it here, lifting up. Good, lift the shoulders. Good, give me 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, extend the chest forward, reach it forward. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back down to the floor, and let's press back into child's pose. Were you guys able to feel that in your back? So our back muscles are doing the work? Good. Sometimes when we extend the arms, our arms do all the work, our shoulders creep up to our ears, and that's not where we want the muscle action to come from. Good. Okay, let's do it again. Come forward onto your stomach. Remember, your hands are back a little bit further. They're not under the shoulders. They're all the way by your chest. Good. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze the tips of your shoulders together. Good. Bottom part of the shoulders. Now, press down through your toes. Legs are strong. Press the pelvis into the floor. Press the hips down. Squeeze the stomach in. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach forward through the chest. Keep pressing down through the legs. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, reach forward. See if you can keep the shoulders from creeping up towards your neck. Make the action come from the back and the stomach, not the shoulders. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back down onto your stomach. You can keep keep it here or press back into child's pose if you want a little break. You can bring your hands to the sides if you want. There we go. It's kind of exhausting, huh? It's a hard one. Okay, we're going to move into Salabhasana. So you guys are all in the correct position. Go ahead and reach your chin forward. Again, just like you did in Cobra Pose, press down through the feet. Good. Press down through the hips and the stomach. Now you're going to reach your arms back behind you and have them facing each other. And lift the chest up off the ceiling. So you're not clasping your hands, you're just reaching them strongly back behind you. Good. You guys got it. So we're using that back again to lift the chest up off of the floor. Keep reaching the chest forward and then lifting it up. Press your legs down. Use your legs to help you lift up. Imagine I was standing over you, pressing your legs into the floor. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, reach the chest forward. Good. 1 more. Inhale. Awesome. Exhale, come all the way to the floor. Let your body relax. Turn your cheek to one side. You can kind of swish out your hips if you're feeling it a little bit in the low back and just relax into it. Good. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, and we're going to add the legs now. So, now you're just going to be pressing into the floor with your hips and your stomach. Our legs are going to be extended strongly behind us as well. But let's start with the arms. So everybody look forward. Good. All right, deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, lift up through the chest, send it forward and up. Reach the hands back. Now, squeeze all the muscles of your legs and lift them up off the floor. Awesome. Okay, now imagine like someone has strings on your chest and your legs and they're reaching you in 2 opposite directions. So you're lengthening through your low back and you're pressing your chest forward. Good, give me 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen and lift. Very good, guys. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way to the floor. Take your cheek to one side. Turn out your hips. And then when you're ready, come back into child's pose. Very nice. Okay. When you're ready, go ahead and sit all the way up onto your knees, and you can come into a seated position if you want. We're going to move it into Gomukhasana, which is cow's face pose. I have tight hips, so I like to sit on a block or even blankets. So if you want to grab a blanket, just raise your hand and I'll bring it to you. Otherwise, the blocks work fine as well. We're going to bring our right foot underneath. And then our left foot on top. Good. So our right foot comes in front of us. There you go. And then bring this left leg, so you're trying to bring the knee on top of the body. And you're going to let the legs fall to either side. So if you've got tight hips, this can be very challenging. So actually, everybody's good. Raise up on their blocks. And then see if you can really pull them together. And then just let your hips kind of relax into the block. Just be here for a minute. And then just notice, cultivate that awareness. How do your hips feel? Maybe they're a little tight. Just accept it and breathe into it. Don't think about changing it for now, but maybe just think about breathing into it. And maybe some space will come. Okay, then when you're ready, you're going to lift your opposite arm of the leg that's on top. So I can for you guys explode. Right? Everybody lift your right arm. Stay in that position. Like you're giving yourself a pat on the back. Reach behind you. If you can, reach your hands with your your right arm, go ahead and clasp. If you can't, hold your elbow here and pull in. Good. Okay. See if you can keep your shoulders back, but your low back full. So we want to stay in a nice straight line. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, reach forward through the chest and start to come over your legs, but keep lifting up through your shoulders. Good. So you're going to slowly start to come over your legs. Good. Keep extending through the chest. So look up. Look up. There you go. Don't let the shoulders drop forward. Look up. Send the chest forward. Give me a few more deep breaths. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can just relax the hips. Send your breath into it. You don't have to touch your legs. We're just reaching our chest forward. There we go. So if your low back starts to round, lift up a little bit. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way up into a seated position. Slowly let those hands go. And stay here for just 1 or 2 more breaths, letting the hips relax. And then when you're ready, you're going to switch legs. Whenever you're ready, you're going to draw your left leg underneath and your right leg on top. Good. Pull your legs back. Awesome. Very nice. And if this is especially painful, like Rachel, what you can do is step to the floor and just bring one leg over the top or one leg here. Just if your hips are super tight. And you can come off the block. Yeah. Okay. Good. When you're ready, so now we're going to take our left arm, right? Left arm comes up. Bend it. And then if you can reach with your hand, go ahead and grab those hands. Maybe, one side might be tighter than the other, so just be prepared. It's just the knee, getting the knee. Did your knee feel okay? Okay. We can also put blankets here, but you seem fine. It's good now. I was just like, is that yours? Okay, awesome. Okay. Inhale, extend up towards the ceiling with the chest. Pull the shoulders back. Good. As you exhale, reach the chest forward over those legs, but keep the chest lifted. So if you guys can see here, her back is nice and straight. Keep it straight. If it starts to round, don't go as high. You want to be sending the chest over the legs. You might not move at all. That's fine. Very good. And keep pulling the shoulders back, lifting up through the head, press up into the hand. Good. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way up into a seated position. Slowly let the hands go. And then do 2 deep breaths here and see if you can just relax through the hips. Relax even though you can hear kids screaming in the next room. Good. 1 more deep breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and untangle your legs, whichever way works, and come up into a kneeling position. This is great yoga practice. I used to be a teacher, so anytime I hear little kids, I'm like, oh my gosh, they need structure. But see if you can ignore that. Just stay calm and relaxed. Okay, we're going to do Navasana, and then we'll do another hip opener, and we'll start to move into those twists. So we're going to work on the stomach, because in twists, it's really hard to lift up through the back. So we were working on strengthening our low back with the Salambhasana and the Cobra. So now we're going to squeeze through our stomach. So everybody come onto their glutes. And we're just going to start with our knees bent, feet touching the floor, and then I'm going to give you modifications as we go. So lift up through the chest. And if you can look in the mirror and check your posture, that's great, because sometimes I have no idea I'm back here when really I want to be here. I want a nice straight back. It's probably hard to tell with this on. And we want to be as much onto our sitting bones as possible. Sometimes we roll back like this. Try and press up into those sitting bones and lift the chest. So this might be it, and you can just reach your arms forward, and you should feel a nice tightening through the stomach. Your stomach is keeping you lifted. Keep lifting up through the chest, and see if you can relax the hips. That's the hardest thing for me when I start to use my hip flexors. Just see if you can relax those any amount, and use your core to do the work. Keep lifting up. Inhale, and exhale. Keep going. Squeeze that core in. Inhale. As you exhale, maybe you can lean back another inch. Keep the back straight though. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, see if you can lean back again. Good. Keep lifting up through the chest. Send the chest up. Good. One more. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back up into a seated position. And you can grab your knees, whatever you need to do to relax for a few seconds. And we're going to add our modifications. We feel that through the core? Great. Okay, I know it's really hard. You can feel it in the hip flexors too. That's just over time you can start to tell your body to relax, and it will start to do it anyhow. It takes a long time. So don't freak out if you're feeling it in the hip flexors just yet. Okay, let's do it again. Lift up through the chest, back is straight. Stomach is squeezed in like someone was giving you a bear hug. And then, if you want, you can bring your knees up off the floor this time. Feet are flexed. The legs are parallel to the floor. If this is too hard for you and you start to round out like that, then just put them back on the floor. Otherwise, you can keep them up here. And you can keep holding the legs if you want so that your chest stays lifted, or you can extend with the arms. It's your choice. So pick whichever position you want to be in, and then we're going to do 3 deep breaths. Inhale, and exhale. Good. So we make some corrections. Lift up through that chest. Press through the sitting bones. Inhale, and squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your legs together and make your legs do some of the work. That's going to work those transverse abdominals too. One more. Inhale. And exhale, come all the way forward and relax. Woo. Very nice. Okay, we're going to do it one more time, but we're going to modify it again. This time, extend your legs out in front of you, all the way straight. Great. And then flex the feet and squeeze the legs in. It took me a really long time to get my legs to start squeezing together and working as one. But once they start to do that, it's going to make everything easier, because it's helping to activate deeper core muscles, and legs being strong makes everything lighter. So just practice in this pose, squeezing them together, flexing the heels, pressing through the heels. Now you're going to take your arms behind your head, and you're going to round your back a little bit like you were sitting in a beach chair. But keep the legs pressing into the floor and keep them squeezing together. And then round through the stomach like you were sitting in a beach chair. Good. And see if you can go back any amount. See if you can go back a little further even. Good, a little further. Okay, 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Lift up through the head. If you start to shake, that's good. That means you're working hard. I always shake in this. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, come all the way back up into a seated position. Very good, guys. Awesome. Okay. One more thing. We're going to take it into Agni Stambhasana, which is fire walk pose. It's one more hip opening posture. So we're just going to see where we're at, and then you might move up onto the blocks again, or I might give you a blanket to put in between your knees. I'll demonstrate first, and then I can see as you guys do it. So you're just going to flex the bottom foot. And it's very important to keep the foot flexed. It protects the knee and actually makes it easier. The top leg, the ankle is going to come right over the right knee. And then this knee is going to come right over the ankle. So ankle to knee posture. So for me, especially when I start in this pose, my hips don't relax until I've been in it for a while. So what you can do is put a block here. I can give you a blanket, or you can sit higher. So if you've got a lot of space here or maybe here, then we'll adjust as accordingly, okay? All right, so everybody, let's take our right leg, cross it in front. Good. And then our left leg comes over the top, so ankle to knee, left ankle, right ankle, left knee. And make sure that foot is flexed. So the ankle's on the knee and the foot is kind of liberated from the knee. It's like hanging out in space. So everybody could move their ankle a little bit further. So ankle touches knee. There we go. Foot is a little bit out there. Good. If you've got that space here, you can take your block and put it so it just kind of relaxes. And it's nice to have something there to relax into. Or you might be super flexible in your hips and then you're good to go. All right, does everybody have what they need to feel comfortable? Does that feel okay? If it feels okay, that's fine, as long as the legs are flexed. Okay, then what you can do is take your hands, place them on the balls of your feet, and press into your hands with the balls of your feet. And it should make you feel a little bit easier to move into this pose, because we're strengthening through the legs. And then start to reach the chest forward and bend over those legs. Good. Chest comes forward, look up with the head, straighten the back. As you come into this, you might be able to remove that block. You can play around with it. We're going to do 3 deep breaths here.
Is the goal for the knee to touch?
Yes. And like as you saw, it kind of just takes me something like a few breaths to do it, or it might take a few months. It just depends on your body. Good. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Good. Lift through the chest. I'm going to put my knee to the ground just a little bit higher. And then lift your head. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Use those feet. Press back into your hands like you're going to step on them. Good. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come up. And as you're ready, you can switch sides. Did that help you guys with the hands? That always helps me because it engages the legs, and that's going to make it easier to loosen through the hips. So you'll just do the other side. So now you'll have your left leg underneath, your right leg on top. Good. I was trying to remember another way. There's another way to do this, but we'll just good. So whatever you need to do, if you've got some space there and you want your foot to be able to relax, or you can sit up on the block, and that might help a little bit. So it comes down that way, whichever you prefer. Okay. Good. Feet are flexed. Good. Now take your hands and press into your feet, or you can take your forearms, whichever you prefer. And use the feet to press back into your hands, so you're applying a lot of pressure there. Good. Then when you're ready, reach your chest forward over the legs and breathe and relax into those hips. Deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Send your energy to any place that might feel tight. Send your breath there and see if you can just allow those muscles to loosen. They want to fight back. It's okay. We're not going to die here. Maybe 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Send the chest forward. Relax through the neck. It might be stressful. Good. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way up into a seated position. Slowly straighten the legs out in front of you. Good. Flex the feet, press down through the heels, and then just very easily with your hands, reach your arms forward. They might come here, they might come here. Don't worry too much about the chest right now. Let's just keep the legs straight, kind of allow the hips to relax. You can round your back right now. We're just concentrating on those legs. Good. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly roll up. Okay, take your right leg to a slight angle. No, bring it back. Let the left leg fall to the side. Pull the left leg all the way in. There we go. So that the right leg, or your left bent leg, comes even further back than 90 degrees. There you go. There we go. Okay. This is going to be our first twist. Flex that foot. Good. So the right leg is back real far, and you can put a block underneath it, definitely. And Rachel, you can pull your knee back even further unless it hurts. Is the knee hurting?
Yeah.
You can straighten.
Sit.
Let me know, I can bring you a look into. Okay, from here, so our knee is back further, so we're gonna have to twist to turn over that front leg, which is straight out in front of us. So look at the foot and see if it's pointed straight up and down towards the ceiling. Good. And now place your hands on either side of your leg and see if you can inhale and twist towards that leg. So use your stomach, use your back to stay up tight. Deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward over that front leg and see if you can reach your hand to touch the foot. Good, foot is flexed. If you can't, that's okay. You can reach on the floor, or you can grab the shin, or you can grab the thigh and use your hands to lift your chest and straighten it over the leg. Good. And then keep using those arms, use your back muscles, use your stomach to send your chest forward, out over that extended leg, and keep the foot extended. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, lift through the chest, twist towards the leg. Good. Again, inhale. Does that feel okay, Rachel? Does it feel like a sharp pain or a little pain? It's okay. I get that too sometimes, but if it feels like a sharp pain, then don't do it. We'll just have you in straight leg stack position. Okay, you need 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Send the left ribs forward and the right shoulder and ribs back, so we straighten up over that leg. Let the shoulders relax. Good. Good. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, raise all the way back up into a seated position. And let's switch legs. So now our left leg is going to straighten. Our right leg comes all the way in, so the knee pulls back. Very good. Flex the foot and look at your forward foot and make sure it's pointed straight up toward the ceiling. Pull your toes back towards you. Send your heel away from you. Good. There we go. Awesome. And everybody can pull their knee back just a little bit more on the opposite side. There we go. So get a real twist in there. All right. So now place your hands on either side of your leg. Deep breath, inhale, lift up through the chest. And then exhale, start to lean forward over that forward leg and use your right hand to grab your left foot, the ball of the foot. If you can't reach the foot, grab the shin, grab the thighs. Good. Extend through the chest, don't let it round out. So now we are using that straight back. We're using our stomach muscles and our back muscles. Good. And twist, I'm sorry. Twist all the way from the stomach. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Twisting and lift the shoulder. There you go. And look towards your foot. There you go. Good. Give me 1 more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come all the way up into a seated position. Okay. From here, we're going to sit on our block. I've never done this with a block, I've only done it with blankets, so we'll see how this works. So what we're going to do, I'll demonstrate before we move into this. This is a little bit more of a cooling twist before we move into a little bit of a harder one. So I'm gonna move the block so that only one cheek is underneath it, which is gonna feel a little bit weird. Then I'm gonna tuck that same leg underneath, and then this leg is gonna come over the top. So the ankle is right in the nook of that foot. And the reason I'm only on part of my block is that allows this hip to come down, because then there's space for it to lower into, because a lot of times the hip is gonna be up here, and we want it level. So then the hip is gonna drop, and all we're gonna do is reach one hand over the foot, and we'll reach back towards the opposite leg, okay? So everybody, come, it's gonna be a little weird to move into. So you guys will be on your right side. Your right cheek is on the block. Tuck your right leg underneath. So the right leg starts like this, and the foot is kind of at like a 90-degree angle. You guys got it. And then you're gonna take that left leg and put the ankle or the top of the foot right in the arch of your right foot. Great. And so, since you're only on one part of the block, see if you can allow that left hip to release down so that you're seated nice and even. Good. Very good. Okay. Again, inhale and lift up through the torso. As you exhale, take your left hand and place it over your right leg, palm facing up. Oh, I forgot, that's what we do. Take your right arm, bring it back behind you, and actually grab your left arm. So you might have to bring it back and then pull it forward again. Cool. And then use that arm to assist you in this twist. And keep breathing. Inhale, extend. Exhale, see if you can twist a little further towards the mirrors. Very good, guys. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can allow your hips to just release down. There you go. Especially that left hip, which is going to want to creep up. Again, inhale. Exhale, turn through the torso. There you go. Turn through the stomach. And now everybody look over your right shoulder. Head is up nice and straight. Good. One more deep breath. Inhale. And as we exhale, slowly unwind back to the front. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So whichever way is easiest for you to unwind yourself and move to the other side. Good. So tuck your left leg under, and then your right leg is going to come right to the top. Perfect. And before we do anything, allow that right cheek to release down towards the floor so that your hips are even. And you can see yourself in the mirror to make sure that you're nice and even. Cool. And then let's lift up out of the hips. So allow the hips to drop down and the torso to extend and lift up towards the ceiling. Now, take your left hand and grab your right arm. And then bring your right arm across that left leg. Good. You got it. And use your arm to turn your torso over that leg. So you're going into that twist. Inhale, extend up towards the ceiling. Exhale, use your stomach muscles and your back to squeeze and turn. Good. Again, inhale, lift. Lifting up. Yeah. If you can't grab your hand or your arm, you can always grab your shirt, that's fine. Exhale, twist. Good, now look over your left shoulder, see if you can twist a little bit further. One more deep breath, inhale and lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Very nice. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly turn back towards the mirror and allow those hands to release. Cool. And then come off of the blocks and extend your legs in front of you. We're going to take it into our final twisting posture. So we're going to start with our legs straight. We're going to take it into Marichyasana 3. We're going to bend our right leg. And again, you guys can sit on your blocks if this becomes hard. So if you can't keep your your right hip on the floor, both of them don't stay on the floor, you can always come here. That's always an option. Okay, so you're gonna lift up out of those hips, use your hand, and then take your left hand behind you. Good, and kind of use it as a rudder to, did I say that right? Yeah, left hand behind you. Wait, I'm sorry, right hand behind you. I need to get those are hard for me, the opposite. Great, okay, use that hand to help you lift up straight. And then take your left arm, twist until the elbow comes across the knee. Good. And now see if you can readjust here. Inhale and lift up. Press back with this bent knee because what it wants to do is cross the midline. Don't let it cross the midline. So you're going to press it back a little bit because we want to twist further instead of coming here. Good. Ground down through that bent leg. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. There you go. Good. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Straighten that bottom foot. Don't forget about the extended leg. Flex the foot. Pull your toes back towards you. There you go. One more. Inhale, lift up through the chest. And as you exhale, twist back towards the mirror. Very nice. Straighten the leg and let's switch sides. Flex the foot. Flex your right leg. Bend your left knee. Pull your left knee all the way in towards your chest. Good. Everybody flex that right foot. Pull your toes back towards you. Awesome. Try and keep it pointed straight up towards this side. Straight up. Press down. There you go. Okay. Inhale. And put your left arm behind you and see if you can use that left hand to straighten your back up. Press the shoulders down. There we go. Both hips should be touching the floor. Good. Relax that left hip. Inhale, extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist over the knee. Yep, bend the elbow. Good. Keep lifting up and don't let that knee cross the midline. Good. And if it's hard for you, you can hold your knee like this. Okay, again, inhale and lift. Lift taller. Lift, there you guys go. Lift up out of you. Use your back to lift you up. And then exhale, twist. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Again, inhale. Exhale, twist even further. One last time. And again, inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and unwind, face forward. Good. Stretch out those legs again or bend the knees. We feel all wrung out. Okay, extend the legs in front of you. We're back in the Paschimottanasana. Good. Pull the toes back, press the heels forward. There you go. If your legs do this, you're hyperextending, so press the heels down. Don't let the heels come off the floor either. And just like we were doing before, go ahead and let yourself walk over those legs. Good. You might get a nice deep stretch through the back. And then as you're ready, slowly roll down onto your mat, one vertebrae at a time, using your core to come all the way down to the floor. There you go. All right, keep that.